Welcome back to Headliners, your first look at Friday's newspapers. So Adidas has caused controversy with their latest swimming costume ad. Steve, is it Adidas or Adidas?
I don't know. I'm currently watching that film Air, which is about Nike. Look at this. Back in the day, we called it Adidas, but apparently these days we call it Adidas. But in that film, set back in the day, they're calling it Adidas. It bothers me. But this is not what the story's about. They're under fire as a biological male model's female-style swimming costume because they looked at the sales figures of Bud Light and thought, oh, we want some of that action.
I do find it incredible that continually these companies are seeing that and just going with it. It's like, well, come on.
So in this, a couple of things first is there are lots of criticism from women's equality campaigners arguing that it creates an unrealistic body expectation. And it says the next sentence is the advertisement is criticised for using a model with a penis. That is quite an unrealistic body expectation for a lot of women.
Yeah.
It is, yeah.
I mean, what diet do I have to be on to get that?
to grow an appendage.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. I don't know. I mean, but this is interesting.
Is that like keto?
You can see it now. This story was... I mean, this is a women's swimwear range, right?
Well...
Is it?
That's the big question. I looked on the website. I found the Adidas news press release.
Yes.
In no part does it ever call it a woman's costume. They don't even call it woman's style. It's this Pride range by this designer, Rish Nisi, who's described as a queer designer. That's not the only picture on that page. There's loads of people in various outfits. And there was a bit, I think it was Sharon Davis, who said that... if they want to design a swimsuit for trans women, right on, they have different needs, go for it, basically.
Yeah, yeah.
But then I was thinking, what would it look like if they had a designer design something for trans people?
Yes.
It would look like you get pictures like that. It would be on their website without the word woman in the article.
So you're saying on the website it doesn't actually say this is a woman's costume?
The closest, no, it doesn't. It doesn't even call it women's style. The closest you could find is that because it's a swimsuit, swimsuits are listed in the women's section, so the only way to find it, unless you go directly to it, is to find... But apparently, the same outfit is worn by a woman like 2 pictures earlier.
So doesn't this just suggest, though, that there is a heightened sensitivity over this kind of thing, precisely because so many women do feel that they're being erased from public life in various ways?
Well, I think that the fact that women sports people don't get a lot of funding. I think it's literally less than 1% of sports funding goes to women athletes.
OK, but trans women athletes are getting a lot of attention.
They are, and Nike recently got a lot of attention. So have Adidas just whipped this out of nowhere to try and literally grab some PR space is a question.
OK, that's interesting.
I mean, it could just be a fact that they've gone, oh, no, we need to get out into the public sphere as well. We want people to look at us and be talking about us.
Well, but like Steve said, everyone was talking about Bud Light. But what a mistake to think that the consumer base of Bud Light wants to go woke. That's what they really want. They just want to be re-educated about social justice and equality and diversity. I would not have thought that's going to work.
What I find aggravating is that if you are a healthy, athletic woman, you're not featured.
Yeah, OK.
Which is bizarre.
Yes.
Because a lot of the female models were also very large.
Yes.
And I'm sorry, but there is a correlation between obesity and exercise.
But I suppose you looking at that website, as I did earlier, and my Google search now has women's swimsuit in it. I apologise for that. But the whole website, you are going through page after page of very attractive women in swimsuits before you get to this picture. Right. And as we heard earlier, that this particular outfit, modelled by a woman, a couple of pictures before you get to how we're phrasing it.
You with your details and nuance.
But I agree with Diane saying that the thing that's being edited here, the women are being edited by the newspapers. Instead of going, look at this, they're going, no, let's hide all of this stuff just to get the angry part of the story.
Very good.